everyone, it's Sarah Noelle. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'll be sharing my New Year's goals and my happy habits for 2021, as well as my word of the year. Okay, and if you see me looking down, I have my notes written here. To start off, this is not gonna be one of those videos where I'm like, work out more, make your bed, whatever, I don't know. These are like actual goals that I think will really help me this year and I'm excited for. To start off, I actually wanted to talk about a word of the year. Now, I've heard about this for a few years, but I've never actually done one. And so I decided to do one this year. The year I chose this year is fearless. Basically what a year of the word is. Basically what a word of the year is. Wow, my brain. Just like a mantra or a focus word or just kind of like a theme of your year that you want. You could do like peace, you could do joy, you could do strength, whatever. I'm doing fearless this year. I chose fearless because I tend to overthink a lot. I tend to use the phrase what if in a very negative way more often than I want. In the past, I've let fear of the unknown get to me and stop me from doing what I want. And I don't want that this year. I want to be fearless and I want to not let my fears hold me back. And yeah, so I'm excited for that. Never let your fear decide your fate. That's that. Now, for my New Year's goals, I split my New Year's resolutions into two sections, goals and habits. So the first section is goals, and these are things that are trackable, that I can like actually have like a clear end goal, I guess. So the first one is to run 200 miles, which is about 4 miles a week. I have never really ran before. I've grown up with asthma, and so that's kind of always made me nervous to run because it would spark an asthma attack. My asthma is a lot better than it used to be, which I mainly think is because of my diet, because I eat a lot less sugar than I used to. That will kill your health and your asthma. I'm just rambling now. Anyway, so I want to run more. My second New Year's goal is to read El Libro di Mormon, which is a book of scripture. It's the Italian version. Let me get it. I have it in here. I went on my mission to Italy and I learned Italian there. I really want to keep up my Italian, so I'm gonna be reading this. It's about 2 pages a day to finish by the end of the year. It definitely will help me and I'm super excited for it. My third goal is to crochet 2 blankets. Let me explain. I crocheted this a few years ago. My grandma taught me how to crochet and it's really fun for me. It's relaxing. It gives me something to do with my hands. My dad a few years ago gave me a bunch of yarn. I have this yarn. I also have pink yarn and blue yarn, but those are up in my closet right now. Anyway, so I have a lot of yarn to make baby blankets. But I actually want to make a bigger blanket now. The one that I showed you is pretty small. But if you don't crochet, I suggest doing like some sort of craft that you really like. That's fun because humans are creative people. Whether you think you are or not, you are creative. Number 4 is to keep my social media screen time under 300 hours this year. If you go back and you look at your screen time for the past year, it probably will scare you. So for me, that means deleting the app until I have a specific reason to go on it that day. And so like yesterday I just didn't go on at all because I'm like, I don't actually have a reason to, I guess. And that's helped me a lot. My mental health's been better. I definitely recommend it. You'll have way more time to do the things you actually want to do. Goal number 5 is to post 52 YouTube videos. That's about 1 a week. I will post more if I can, but I want to do at least 52. I haven't been consistent with this channel in the past, but this is something I'm really excited for and I really want to do this year and just see where it takes me. So yeah, feel free to subscribe and like if you want to see my videos this year. Now on for my happy habits of 2021 that I want to do. The first one is something I actually did my senior year of high school, and it's don't do homework on Sundays. It's all my senior year of high school and I had the best grades ever of my life. I had some of my hardest classes too. It was just super nice to have all my stuff done by Saturday, or just if I didn't, I just had to wake up early on Monday and learn my lesson. It was so nice having that 1 day a week where I had a break, where I knew I didn't have to do any homework. You know, even if I wanted to, I just couldn't and it was fine. And I could just breathe, I gotta go to church, spend time with my family, you know, rest, and having that 1 day a week where you really just aren't stressing about all these other to-dos is so good for your mental health and you will do better in your classes. Number 2 is to journal 5 times a week. Ideally it would be 7 days a week, but we all know that is very difficult to do. I do want to be consistent with that because journaling is just so good for you and I want to make it a habit. My third happy habit is to eat mostly gluten and dairy free, like as much as possible. I do have a gluten and dairy intolerance. I've grown up with one, but I've always been pretty bad about it because I love ice cream. Coconut ice cream doesn't cut it. If you have good recommendations, please let me know. Gluten-free is getting a lot easier to find options for, but nothing beats regular pizza, I'm sorry. Anyway, so, but I really do want to be better about it this year. Luckily, my sister and my mom both are gluten dairy free as well. Like, we do have it in the house, and that does help. Honestly, I think a lot of people could benefit from this, just as long as you're not replacing it with like junk, because there's a lot of stuff out there that says gluten-free on the package, and it is gluten-free, but it's filled with a ton of crappy ingredients, and so it's still not healthy for you. So if you are going to do gluten dairy free, make sure you're not just replacing it with stuff that's just as bad for you or worse. The fourth one is to how do I word this? Well, it's to not check your phone first thing in the morning, but it's to do something else. So a couple of things I've been doing are, I've been doing the Bible app first thing in the morning. I'll show you which one. I think it's #Bible app or something. Like I said, I'm a Christian. Like, it has really beautiful music in the background, has beautiful nature pictures, has like stories. So I've really been liking that to do first thing in the morning instead of like scrolling on Instagram. I'll scroll through the scriptures. And it's been so good. And then a couple other options that I also really love are the mindfulness app. I haven't tried the Calm app, but I've heard good things about it. It might be more for nighttime, I'm not sure. Just meditation in general, just starting your day off like on the right foot is so good, and that's an easier replacement to replace your habit of checking your phone. It's harder to break habits, it's easier to just replace them. And my last happy habit for 2021, to not stay up late if I don't need to. I think for me, I am more of a morning person. I love to go to bed. You know, for how much people love to sleep, it surprises me how much people hate to go to bed to sleep. Anyway, we stay up way later than we need to most of the time for literally no good reason. You would be way better off just going to sleep, getting your sleep, waking up in the morning and having a good productive day, not feeling like crap. Because I don't know about you, but for me, if I stay up late, even if I sleep in to make up the hours of sleep lost, I still feel like crap because I was just catching up the whole time. Now, of course, I do have some other goals that I didn't list, like drink more water, read the scriptures every day, get strong, make your bed every day, and grab the chicken. Hold up. Hold the chicken. Actually, don't hold her in the house. Usually I need to get her out before she poops on something. How cute. Anyway, but I'm just keeping my main goals down to these 10 for myself at least. It's super easy for me to just make like a humongous list of goals and just overwhelm myself, and then I actually don't do any of them. It's way more productive to just have like a few main ones that you really, really want to work on, and then you have other ones in the back of your mind that you are working on still, like. But yeah, so those are my top 10 goals, so and habits that I want to do. Just remember that your goals and your achievements and all that stuff does not define your worth. You're already so worth it and so loved, and these are just some ways to be happier. They don't define your worth, so don't let them define your worth. That's not make you happy. If you guys liked any of these, feel free to use them for yourself this year. Share down below any of your goals that you're doing this year, or your habits that you want to do for 2021. I would love to hear about them and maybe incorporate some of them into my life. And I'll share ideas. That's it for today. Please like and subscribe for more videos. I will be posting every week, and hope you have a wonderful new year. Bye.